guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your friend Medyo Boi, and this video is another reaction video. This time it's a post-evaluation of the recently concluded Miss Earth Philippines or Miss Philippines Earth 2020. And I got here right now one of our good friends from the Bisaya YouTubers Club, Phil of Morning with Phil. Good morning, how are you?
Hello, good morning everyone. And for those who are watching, hello, good morning mga subuan nun, hello. Musta man?
Okay na kayo. Dili ni siya morning with Phil ha. Morning with Medyo Boi ni.
Para
so itong mga wala pa kayo kailan ni Phil. So sir, can you invite more viewers to subscribe to your channel and tell them exactly what you're doing on your channel, please?
So, in my channel, I talk about mga history, culture, mostly about the Philippines and also my experience here in Netherlands. Where mostly I focus on the culture sa Pilipinas o kanang mga culture of stories na wala na ibawaan sa mga Filipinos. Yeah, and my segment is called Mornings with Phil. Pero you can subscribe me sa akong YouTube channel, Philar Philafel. Okay?
Yeah, that's Philar dito morning. Ang imong segment is morning with
segment Mornings with Phil.
Yeah, which I like the most. Ako pinakadagan
thank you.
Ma-enjoy mo sa the way you present things and your reactions.
Salamat. Effort kayo pero 300 views.
Nga naman dito, we'll start at the, gagmay pa, pero
bago-bago pa biya.
And now, today's reaction mag-post evaluation ta sa recently concluded na Miss Earth. I believe you mo put together review because I asked you to review for it. Guys, for the benefit of our viewers, we're not going to watch the entire program because that's an hour and a half. Dili makasigong among Zoom time. So we'll only do the question and answer portion and ang among bet and see that. Just disclaimer, we are not expert when it comes to beauty pageant. This is our opinion based on what we have seen and, unsay feelings namo. So,
basin i-bash niya ta.
So, feel free to write down your comment on the section box. Right, so I guess we can go and start. So we'll start with the introduction first for the benefit of our viewers. We'll start with the introduction first. There. So, itong mga candidates for the Miss Earth 2020. So, introduction to sila. So, there were 30 of them. I guess we have our personal choice na sa katulang introduction. And we'll get to know more of them sa announcements at top 10. Alright? So, let's do. Do you have anything to say first before we move to top 10 announcement?
Nabaguan ko sa setup kay quarantine mode kaayo.
I'm not sure why naging honest sila. It's probably because Miss Earth 2020, like the Miss Earth 2020 is soon to unfold or I know.
Na-planned out na ni siya ka ng specific date, no?
Masin tingali.
Oo, mo di ay. Nya murag ko na ba murag as is na ba niya kailangan na iko na gid ang program na Miss Earth, di ba?
That's correct.
Pero anyway, kuan man at least na possible gyapon nila ba na nahimo gyapon nila kudo sa organizers.
That's correct. All right, so
perfect.
Resiliency and unity. Now, on to the task at hand. I have with me the names of the delegates who...
Whether being part of outreach programs or advocating environmental protection through my advocacy called Panubok from Trash to Cash, this new normal may be very challenging to gather people or advocating certain causes. But as long as you have the passion, you'll always be in action. Sheena J. Chu, 21, Iloilo City.
As a radio DJ, sports reporter, and journalist, my
sports reporter,
has increased more and has influenced me looking into my advocacy, natural disaster risk education. I have been able to
Education,
partner
yeah.
up with the Department of Education, Mandaluyong Division, to deliver a number of natural disaster know-hows talks to various public schools around my city. And during the pandemic, I've been able to partner up with Protect the Frontline and Kwento with COVID project to deliver necessities to our medical frontliners and fellow Filipinos who are struggling during this time. I hope that in the new normal, we can implement a bigger sense of community.
The race for the crown is officially on.
Alright. So,
Perfect.
Moto sila ang
Top 10.
top 10. So, let's recap na sa top 10 and let's see unsay mo mastorya sa. So, ang first nga top 10 is kanto si Roxanne Payins with Francis Baguio City. Wapa siya, gwapahan ko niya sa iyang introduction video. Pero sa iyang presentation or like sa pageant day kay di ko feel ang yang kuan, yang aura.
Ano man, lahi hindi mo feel ang aura niya.
Yung murag, I don't know, natural ang beauty ang ako nakita siya katong wala siya kay makeup katong outside niya nga shoot. Katong yung introduction.
I think nasobraan guro.
Murag nga itong pagka-beauty niya or nga itong yung light touch lang yung makeup. Basin sa po na po tayo.
Or basin sa setup sa guro kay kuan biya nalahi biyang setup.
Mao-jud. So mo affect this niya. And then ang second finalist mo itong si
Miss California?
Australia. Si
Australia dito, sorry, California.
Si Miss Australia si
mudo yung kabayo unta niya.
Wapa pa sa
California.
Wapa sa.
Oh, ganahan ko niya. Ganahan ko siyang advocacy pod.
Oo. And then we got Patricia Santos sa Dalaga
Miss Albay.
Oo. Then si Eliza
from Miss Cotabato, right?
Then Sheena Jane Cho sa Iloilo.
Iloilo.
Angeline Santos sa Quezon. Si Angeline Santos ka-familiar ka tong sa Miss Q&A sa ABS-CBN. Murag usas ang iyang face kay murag katong usapod nga.
Pareha.
Oo no. Nakana katong
actually.
Sa kasama nga namin daw.
Mga gwapa manggod nga murag.
Lagi.
So pareha lang ba?
And then si Shane Torbis, I hope I pronounced the name properly sa Timonod Quezon. Ganahan po ko ni niya.
Biodiversity, iyahang kuan.
Oo. And si Justin. Yes, Justin Ortega katong Manila, and then General Santos, Ariel, and then sa Mandaluyong katong last one.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look. So sa katong top 10, let's check kung kinsa sa mga paborito nato ang lisod.
Yes.
So at least imong favorite lisod, pwede imong favorite.
Si Kuan, si Miss Australia.
Australia, no?
Yeah.
Papahan din ko niya.
Papahan ko sa niya.
Pero ang sa indoor setup mo kay mura wala nilugo ang pagka Morina. I think Morina siya beauty, no?
Wala. Oo. Puros puti actually.
Lagi. That's probably because of the setup.
Sa suga siguro.
Lagi. Alright, so at this time we're going to watch question and answer portion. Alright, so let's start with Shane. Katong taga Australia,
yes.
Melbourne, Australia.
With the final Q&A, let's start with Filipino community, Melbourne, Australia, Eliza Marie Mendoza. Hi, Eliza. This is not your final question yet, but how does it feel to be part of a pageant done online?
It's my first pageant and to be the finalist as well as it came online. It has been so... Sorry. I'm just so nervous and excited right now. But to be a part of it, especially the first pageant to be online, I'm so fortunate. I'm so grateful. I have no words to say right now.
All right, are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I think the most important quality that they should display during a pandemic is communication. because during a pandemic, it's worldwide. It's not just one country or another country. Everyone needs to be in this together. They need to be united. So I hope during this time, the governments can communicate with each other to help each other during this pandemic. Thank you.
That was Eliza Marie Mendoza from Melbourne, Australia.
All right, let's put it
Love you,
there.
Eliza.
So Eliza's answer was about communication.
Yeah.
Open communication. And what can you say?
Actually, dinat yung answer kay mo lang kailangan natin sa Pilipinas.
Exactly.
Mogi kailangan nagbarangay na po ning Pilipinas ay so mogi actually din siya answer communication kay mogi kailangan needed gis Pilipinas niya kay since worldwide gid siya so dapat mag-communicate gid tanan ang talan isla sa Pilipinas o uban countries kay para makuan ba para kibaw gid ba uns pila gid ang cases niya ma-address din ang problema.
Oh, diba? Sakto. Naturally, dili kay ang policy sa usa is lahi. And then, but wala yung proper communication.
Oh, karon Mandawi, Cebu, lahig policy.
All right, well, thank you for that answer, Phil, from Morning with Phil. Mornings with Phil.
Let's bring on in Patricia Santos from Dalaga Albay. Hi, Patricia.
Hello.
This is not your final question yet, but what are the challenges of being a pageant that is online?
Oh, there were a lot of astounding challenges that we had to overcome. Primarily, number one is the venue, because we all lived, me, my friends, my family, we all lived in very small houses, condominiums, so the venue was a big issue, as well as the videographer, because we couldn't do this alone. Our cell phones would be not adequate enough to cover the technical requirements, as well as the coordination with different people, because you know it really takes a village to conduct a pageant perfectly, or at least at the level we expect pageants here, especially here in the Philippines. So there were a lot of humongous challenges, and I really wouldn't be here without the support of the people who have really given their time, effort, and even their money. So I want to take the time to say thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. I would not be in this moment if it wasn't for you.
Many challenges indeed. So, are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
What important quality should the leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I truly do believe that the most important quality that a leader should have during a pandemic is empathy. Our leader must be able to put themselves in the shoes of the people so that they would know what the people would need. They would know what the people would prioritize, and they would know what the people would want in their leader. Because as we move forward in this pandemic, which is not yet over, we must have leaders who understand how we feel so that they may be able to do what they can to address our needs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's Patricia Santos from Dalaga Albay.
All right, so what can you say?
First, kay giingon niya kay kasabot ko silang na-experience kayo ng difficulties nila ron na kanang kuan nang mag-set up sila so dili gini siya sayo na kanang kuan ba na pageant ron. Pero yung answer kay empathy para nako kay well kailangan man gina sa government pero if na-empathy ang government pero dili kibaw mo kuan ba mo organize ba so okay lang. Pwede naman ang mga tao na may empathy pero to be a good leader dapat ko ang gaba na kay panindigan ba like for example ang answer ni Miss Australia kay communication much better siya na answer para nako.
Actually ako po kay I guess everyone as human as we are naman siya tayo empathy. I mean we have this kind of emotion na kinahanglan tayo empathize. So, I guess for me, ang yung answer is dili kayo maka-catch.
Really strong.
Yes, perfect, that's right. This strong. And aside from that, na hukta siya ang time, I do believe maupo ni siya hinungdan tingali nga or maka-cut sa yung score kay time limit man yung bounded.
Pero kasabot sa kuoy, stressful sa kaayo mo answer niya na time limit.
Exactly. And she's very spontaneous when it comes to speaking, no?
Actually.
Actually, siya din akong bet. And let's see.
Ako siko. Sige, let's go.
Let's hear from Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. Hi, Roxanne. This is not your final question yet. I'd just like to chat with you a bit. Now, normally in a pageant, there are many activities where the ladies get to be close as they get to know one another. Were you able to get close to any of the candidates despite the current situation wherein you hardly can see each other in person?
Yes, well, prior to the competition itself, I was able to train with other girls, and I actually have a best friend. She's in top 5, Mandaluyong City. She's also a friend of mine from long time ago since we had a pageant together. And I can say that this batch I just felt so comfortable because everybody was just so nice. It's sad that I wasn't able to have much bonding with them, but I just made the most out of what was given to me.
All right. Here's your question. What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, a leader should display having a green thumb because at this point in time, we have a shortage in food supply. So it is important to open the eyes of people to embrace having a sustainable life and start urban agriculture at their own homes. After all, a green life is a better life, and I hope our leaders will give that to us.
That's Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens.
All right, so what can you say?
Green thumb. Well, oo. Dapat ang leader na green thumb. Pero, akong concern is, dili man, for example, girl, ang kuan, ole, yuta ang mga squatters.
Oh.
Muna akong concern na, kuan gid ba, na mo. Pero if, ang leader green thumb man, basi maning kamot, manghitag paagi ba na makabuhat og agriculture, urban agriculture ang Pinoy. Pero, para na ako, dili gid siya kanang, dili attainable actually na sa to situation. Paangayan lang siya sa mga provincial area pero urban agriculture sa city kay murag maybe na ipaagi pero majority like ingon siya ka magplant sa kanang garden na pero dili man tanang tao gud sa example sa city na yuta good.
And I believe for me okay na po siya ang answer. Pero dili siya realistic.
Hindi siya realistic mo yun.
And then the way she answered getting to the question is like I guess na-stress or na-stress siya or na-pressure siya. And the way she talk kay mura ko iyong works ba. Ay nga nga stand. And well, something new po nga ka ng answer. Hindi ko man nga answer nga po. Pero at least ang i-emphasize niya ang iyang advocacy. Because I guess this is what Miss Earth is, Miss Earth Philippines is advocacy dyan po. So at least i-insert niya ang advocacy sa iyang answer, which is okay dyan po.
Well, yeah, bitaw. Masabtan.
Now we have Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. Hi, Gianna.
Hi, Paolo. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for asking. So let's chat a bit. Before your final question, how did you prepare for this particular pageant? Was it any different from the other pageants that you joined?
This is actually my 3rd pageant ever, my 2nd national pageant. And honestly, all of my preparations had to be mental. Just because this is a virtual pageant, so I asked myself if I was really capable of pursuing this. But the city that I'm representing has gone through a crazy time these past few months. So I have been really pushed to represent my Tiger City well. And my preparations were with that, finding even more of a passion for my advocacy and helping out my community.
All right. What important quality should the leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I think that ultimately, our leaders nationwide and internationally should really display compassion. With this pandemic, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their loved ones because of this invisible enemy. So ultimately, they turn to their leaders for strength, for hope, and a helping hand in whatever situation that they're put through. This is something I try to display as a leader of my peers, and I'm hoping to continue to display with or without the Miss Philippines Earth crown.
That's Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. Thank you so much.
Right, so she answered about compassion. What can you say?
generic answer. Mura ko
Exactly.
maingon. Wala kaayo. Safe na kaayo.
Safe right, no? Was
Oo.
spoken by siya, pero wala kanya, like, should be out of the box, probably. I'm not sure.
Di para,
Sige.
di para kang kato si Miss Eliza sa Australia o si kuan Miss Baguio kay na-specific yung pagka-answer ba para sa leaders. Kaya di pa kanakaroon kay compassion. So murag kuan lang ba kanang people can have of compassion mang good.
Exactly. And then she's was spoken man ta siya, pero I'm not sure. Probably more the first na Kulba. Hindi natin siya ma-blame kahit Kulba dyan na actually ang nasa stage.
Finally, we have Atimon and Quezon, Shane Tormes. Hi, Shane.
Hello, Paolo. How are you?
I am doing well. Now, during the pandemic, people had a lot of free time. This is not your final question yet, okay? By the way, did you learn anything new? A new skill, or did you take up a new hobby?
Yeah, I've actually learned how to cook. Because before, I barely go to our kitchen because I was so busy doing my career. So right now that I have a lot of time inside the house, I was able to go at the kitchen and experiment a bit of recipes that I can see and watch in the YouTube. So I'm very much happy to say that right now, I'm on the level 1 of cooking.
All right.
Oh, at least
here's your question. What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I believe that the important quality that a leader should have in the pandemic is compassion. When a has a compassion, it will trigger every citizens of the country to follow, most especially during these trying times, to the preventive measurements and, of course, with the things that we have to do. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to rethink about our actions, not just towards each other, but as well as our nature. Let's all remember, we are on the same boat right now. And in order for us to reach the destination of healing, we must be united and row together.
That's Atimon and Quezon, Shane Tormes.
All right, so compassion. So, any thoughts?
Again, Paris answer sa last. But dito yung explanation, mas better yung explanation. Plus confident kayo siya pa. Flowing yung pagka-answer ba? But kung yung compassion, yung delivery, pero ang kuang yapon ba, thought of compassion kay Brad. Kuan lang yapon ba?
Safe answer.
Same lang. Safe answer lang yapon.
Much better siya answer ni Mandaluyong. Na-elaborate niya, I would say, ang thoughts. But not that check time. So I guess it's a deduction of the score. What do you say?
Pero at least kibaw na maluto si Shane.
So, I mean, have you been a judge before, Sir Phil, in the pageant? Is really a time constraint? Are you gonna be deducting scores?
Wala pa ko kasway judge, Ana. Mga sayaw, ang ka-judge ko, pero wala again. Pero I don't think na ay lang kumurag out lang mo tana lang taglain ka okay ba sa taan ni Ron.
Probably it's just giving them like to concise their thoughts or binit namin sa inyo na something hidden up sa mga points.
Unless mo pogos good sila. So
so there you have it, no, to ang top 5 final question and answer. So I believe you saw already kinsa ni daw, but in your perspective, based sa katong na nabatian, kinsa for you ang imong number 1 or should be the winner?
Basing sa answers, sa question and answer, akong number 1 kay si Miss Melbourne, Australia, parang ako. Oo. Aside guwapa siya, pero yung answer kay murag mo stand out para na ako. Second kay si Miss Baguio kay kuan man gud sila answers kanang dili generic ba. Kuan gud siya kanang siya kanang direct o kanang focused mo na, right there, focus ilang answer.
Exactly, dili generic and then okay jud ba lang. Ang ako is kato si Patricia Ganahan ko sa answer niya ni Patricia, katong
Empathy,
empathy. Actually, ako ganahan is delivery niya. Confident ka siya ng storya. It's just that naabtan siya time. So, I guess...
Mulang ko lawyer, aspiring lawyer.
Ang lawyer.
Ganahan ko ato niya.
Ganahan ko. And then, ikaduhan ako si Baguio. Kaya siya, i-adjud i-promote yung advocacy. And then, si Baguio. Katong last, ganahan ko niya.
Si Shane,
on Shane. My YouTube siya. And let's try to take a look kung, basically, those are our, what do you call this one? Our judgment. Ang pageant na ko dahil kaning pageant is dapat lagi, aside from sa kaning final night, nag-prejudging na din sila. I guess that every pageant will do a prejudging na din, no?
Nas like mini competitions po daan ba? Mga kuan, pangbuhat.
Okay, I guess ang tao mangos pag prejudging mangod kay ang mga judges na at least know how kung kinsa to maayo jud kay kung maayo ka and then raise under pressure maayo pa ka then exil jud ka, di ba? All right, so I guess what's gonna go with the announcement now. What could be the reason, in your thoughts, why si Patricia, si Patricia naabtan og time kaganina, right?
Si Kuan, si Miss Albay.
Si Miss Albay. Naabtan siya time. Si Shane po naabtan og time.
Si Shane, oo.
According to all equal rights na sila, pero ang representing as a country for international pageant si Miss Baguio.
Miss Baguio. Di kayo nakubet. Ambot lang.
Actually, sa pageant night yun, di na ako bet si Miss Baguio. Pero when I saw na siya eco video, sir, yung eco video presentation is
kita ko ato dindot kito
actually no? I guess mo to hinungdan kaya nag-prejudging ng good sila po and mo kung ingon earlier nga ang beauty niya sa iyang eco video or sa iyang video is not the beauty na ipakita sa pageant bitaw. Mas gapuan niya katong sa video niya. Ang sa pageant kay murag lalahi, murag ni mature yan now, ang sa
tungod na sa ring light gipalit niya. Pati ang ring light. Lazada raguron.
Si Patricia din ako ganahan.
Actually, didn't bitaw sa amot lang. I think sa question and answer portion mura siya na kuan, nakulbaan. Amot, ilang ko nakulbaan siya. Pero akong kabayo si Liza kay nagit sa last.
First timer magod niya.
Pero in fairness sa first time nakakuan siya naka-place siya. Di na siya mo answer pod. Di lang siya kay confident kaayo pero at least ba. Pero na siya future si kuan baby girl Liza.
And then actually Liza kay kina siya Morina siya. I like Morina magod pero wala gyud ako mo-show up yung Morina sa kuan because sa lighting set nga.
Sa video, ring light lagi na ako sa ring light.
Well, I guess that was it and congratulations sa mga winners and aside from that, congratulations as well sa organizer for putting things like this. No, but they were able to
really be sa yun.
Exactly. By try take face the candidates yung sana nimo pag-insert mga video diyan what's na
tono giadto na sa mga balay guro gana nila
para professional
stressful ana.
Well, I would say thank you for your time and thank you for your thoughts as well, for placing our invitation.
Yes. I hope na apay ko ba daghan ta mag-comment next time.
Like yun, bibo kayo, no?
Diba?
Kaya mabash talagan po siya.
Abla ka mabasya nga, kita rin do kabayutan. Kita gikuan, kita ma-focus ani ron.
Okay na guys. But before I let you go, again, can you invite our friends to subscribe to your channel?
Again, guys, please do subscribe to my channel, Philar Philafel. And yeah, if na mo suggestion po, please ka nagsak mo history and culture kay kuan lang. Kung interested kay kuan na guys, so if na mo ma-suggest, mag-research kuan na, and then I'll talk about it, and then interact para kuan na daghan sa tamakatun ba sa kuan through my channel.
How long would it take for you to? I'm just quite curious because when you do your channel or when you do your film, it seems that you're not reading your prepared script or what you have researched. Simultaneous kayo mo pag-deliver. How did you do it?
Kuan siya. Nagid kay ready na laptop dire. Ana kay kuan gid siya ba. Pero ang style nako ba kay mo basa ko niyan man mo tan-aw ko sa kuan i-memorize ang at least isa ka sentence. And then kuan lang ba. Kay lisod bitaw if spontaneous kay mo makuan gid ba. Bisag asa ra imong mastoryan.
Lagi. Legit kay halata nga nagbasa ka sa imong script kay but I guess it's a matter of how confident you are in delivering things like that.
Editing.
Just editing.
Edit running siya.
And aside from that, sir, how did you come up with Philar? Philar
Philafel.
Philar Philafel.
Actually, ambot nga, no? Philar Philafel ay ang tawagon man ko sa akong mga amiga sa Cebu. Philar.
Ano naman?
Philar. Phil man ko panganya, kung kuan niya. Diba ka mga binayutay. Philar. Muna na Philar ko. Philar Philafel.
And what do we expect from you? I mean, do you have any vlogs nga on edit pa or what do you have?
So, but lang, oy. Taraon lang ako ni, depende lang ni sa akong ma-interest na ko o makuan lang. Pero mostly, kung culture lang, culture mo na akong nasa akong vlog sa akong kuan sa YouTube.
Nahuman na tong episodes or kanitong TLC?
Kuan, fiancé visa, 90 Day Fiancé.
Oo.
Mana naman, pero kuan, dragging na kaayo ba? Nabalik-balik ra. Oo.
Wala na kami interest.
Buwag.
Alright. Well, again, I appreciate your time. I know it's Saturday, you don't have work, and it's supposed to be your day off that you spend your time with.
It's early in the morning.
It's early in the morning in Netherlands, right? Sa inyong weather diyan ron?
Bugnaw, pirmi. Kuan. Ambot, oy, gimingaw na ko kuan, init sa Pilipinas.
Magdaob na lang ka diya, di tayo pwede magdaob.
Just ko, sa kastrikto diri, magdaob na kailangan pa na iingon sa kuan sa murag barangay hall. Oo. Una.
Well, anyway, sir, thank you again for your time. Salamat, gracias.
Okay, and also thank you po ha.
Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Again, guys, do not forget to subscribe sa among mga channels. Bye!
Ayaw may i-bash. Okay.